two-seam fastball, what should a fan look for as they're watching the pitch on TV?
Well, most of the time on television, you got the cameras in the outfield, so you're looking, the view will be from behind the pitcher. So in a two-seam fastball with a right-handed hitter hitting, it's going to come in kind of straight and then start sinking and moving inside to a right-handed batter. The two-seamer, when you throw that, it's going to look like it's going to go to one spot, but it might move anywhere from 4 to 8 inches depending on the type of two-seamer that the pitcher throws.
Holy cow!
Two-seam fastball is thrown like this. You release it just normally. When you throw it, it'll kind of, your fingers will pronate and it'll come off your index finger, so it causes the ball to sink a little bit, and that's why it's good for an inside pitch to a right-hander.
The other fastball is the four-seam fastball, which is going to seem like it's going to be a lot more straight. It's going to be more of a controlled, located pitch, whereas you're going to throw it to that one spot and it's going to be almost a straight line going to that one spot.
There's a horseshoe on the baseball, as you can see here. Put your two fingers there. It's pretty much your generic fastball.
A curveball is going to be quite a bit slower than a fastball. It's going to seem to have somewhat of a hump into it, and it's going to have a lot. It's going to have a lot of break in it. It's going to be break from anywhere from 18 to 24 inches, maybe even a little bit more depending on the type of pitcher that's throwing it.
The curveball, I throw a 12-6 curveball, which means on a clock it would go from 12 to 6. You hold it like this, and you're going to throw it like that, straight down, different than a fastball.
And the pitch that some guys will get confused with is the slider. It's almost a shorter version of a curveball where it's only going to break maybe 6 to 12 inches max. It's going to be, the velocity is going to be in between a fastball and the curveball.
The slider you hold just offset as a curveball. It's more, what looks more like a fastball because it's a little harder. It'll be about 8 miles, 7 miles slower than your fastball. And instead of breaking 12-6, it would break 3 to 9, basically.
Changeup is a pitch you're going to have to sell it with good arm speed, and you want it to come out looking like a fastball, but it's going to be about 8 to 10 miles an hour off. And most changeups are going to have a little bit of movement, which is somewhat similar to that two-seam fastball we were talking about earlier, where it's going to come from a right-handed pitcher and it's going to move into a right-handed hitter and maybe a little bit of depth to it.
Circle changeup, it's called a circle because of the circle you create with your index and your thumb. You hold it just like a four-seam. You could throw it like a two-seam, but I throw a four-seam one. And you throw it just like a fastball, and it'll roll off the 3 fingers here, which causes it to then sink down and in. And it's also has less velocity than a fastball, so it's kind of surprising to the hitter.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball.